you ever been in a situation with a client where you felt that you were not connecting with each other? A situation where the more you spoke, the less they seemed to understand what you meant. Perhaps you felt that your prospect was losing patience or focus. I bet you have. That happened a lot to me at the beginning of my career as an engineer. I often felt like an alien, like a person speaking a foreign language, unable to make myself clearly understood. For years, I was confusing my audiences, not only with the words I was using, but also with the way I was expressing myself. In communication, there are 4 types of communicators, or 4 different communication styles that people naturally use. We do not choose our communication style or our personality. Life experience decides this for us. You may have already noticed that some people tend to talk fast or slow. They tend to be really detailed. Some others are straightforward, when others like to use a lot of words to express a simple idea. Some people use a warm language, when others do not pay attention to the impact of their words. Well, this is down to different types of communicators. Let me give you a little bit of theory behind that. Researchers have separated people into 4 different styles, depending on the way they communicate. Direct drivers, analyticals, expressive, and amiable. And we are all naturally fall into one of these styles. Here are the main characteristics of each communication style. People falling into this category are often hardworking and ambitious. They tend to be the group leaders who value getting the job done with excellent results. They are decisive, competitive, hard-driving, and good at delegating to others. They like to be where the action is and are likely to enjoy taking risks. Their focus is on winning, being successful, and making things happen. They need options and prefer when others are direct. On the downside, they can be pushy, demanding, dominating, tough, and exclude others from decision making. Under stress, they become autocratic and order others around. People falling in this category enjoy helping others. They are full of ideas and can't wait to share them with others. They are talkative and open. They ask others for their opinions and they love to brainstorm. They are flexible and easily bored with routine. The expressive is optimistic, intuitive, creative, and spontaneous, and may have a tendency to be overexpressive. Expressives are focused on the big picture. They love ideas and concepts and thrive on bringing visions into reality. They need innovation and look to others to handle the details. On the downside, they can be overly dramatic, impulsive, a tad flaky, and not disciplined. People falling in this category are quick to think and slow to speak. They value accuracy in the details and like to be right. They tend to plan thoroughly before deciding to act. They are persistent, highly organized, cautious, and logical. They prefer to work alone and have a tendency to be introverted. Analytical people are focused on process, tasks, and doing things the right way. They prefer a rational approach, logical thinking, solid documentation, and careful planning. The downside is that they can be critical, picky, perfectionistic, and stubborn, as well as indecisive. Their tendency under stress is to avoid others. People falling in this category are the relationship style. They focus on the feelings of others and on effective collaboration. People in this style are intuitive and care about how situations feel. They like consensus, avoid confrontations, and tend to be timid about voicing contrary opinions. Amiable people are good listeners, friendly and sensitive, and build networks of friends to help them. They are likely to be slow with big decisions and need a lot of input. They thrive on involvement, participation, and inclusion. On the downside, the amiable person can be hesitant, unsure of himself or herself, and depend on others. In highly stressful situations, they give in or yell to the decisions of others. So, why it is important to be aware of these communication styles in sales? Well, it is because you are trying to convince people of each different style to buy from you. As you can see, they really have specific characteristics and they see the world differently. If, for example, you are trying to convince a direct driver about the benefits of your solution by using tons of data and speaking slowly, you will lose his or her attention really fast. If you get straight to the point with an amiable type of communicator, you are taking the risk of offending them. Now, it is time to find out your own communication style. So make sure to take the test in the resources section of this video. It is also important to understand your own communication style, the one that you are using naturally with friends, family, and colleagues. Because when it comes to sales, you will need to adapt it to your client's style. So you may ask, how do we know our prospects' communication style? Shall we ask them to take this test too? Absolutely not. But the beauty of the trusted advisor approach is that before trying to sell to them, you have to analyze your prospect's current situation, which means you will listen to them before you start speaking. If you follow the questioning process, they will talk and give you information. As they speak, you will be able to recognize some of the characteristics of their communication style. Are they giving you only a general view or a really detailed description? Do they think before they speak, or do they just talk and talk? I mentioned earlier the importance of active listening and the importance of focusing on their body language and voice. This is another benefit of active listening, understanding their communication style. And this is a powerful tool in how you adapt your approach to the sale.